Hey, welcome back to the organizing tip of the day. Sorry I haven't vlogged in a while. Not much to tell you that's been going on, but today I'm really excited because I'm doing a giveaway of one of my all-time favoriteest organizing tools. I've had mine for 10 years and I just got a new one. Love it and can't wait to share it with you. It's dark in here, can you tell? It's a little bit dark in here. We're doing some minor kitchen reno type things. Just before the baby comes, we had these ugly fluorescent lights in here, so we're updating them to pots. We took down the cabinets a while ago, as you know, so we have a plaster guy fixing the plaster. My husband can do it, but he's really busy, and we've just, you know what? I'm a ticking time bomb, so we paid someone to do it, and we've actually hired a painting crew to come in and paint it, and paint the baby's room. We've never hired painters. We always do it ourselves, so it's not that we're too busy to do it, it's just that we don't want to. I don't want to. So anyways, I can't wait to show you that. I won't be doing the nursery reveal until September though, because the feature wall is back ordered from Etsy. Sad, but that's okay. It'll be worth the wait. So come with me, I'll show you what I was doing today, and then I will tell you about the giveaway, so stay tuned. I've been really bad lately with meal planning. You know I keep trying to do it. It's such a positive thing to do. Saves you time, saves you money, you eat better. Oh my gosh, but I never do it. So I brought back this old menu plan because I like this one, and here's why. This is the menu where I write down the things we're having for the week, and then I put the things I need to buy to complete these meals and take it with me. Both things. And why I like taking it with me is because today we're having this tomato pork spice thing. Maybe when I get there I'll see something at the grocery store that will go with it. Or, I mean, we're having spaghetti. Maybe when I'm there I'll be like, oh, Caesar salads is on sale stuff. Let's get that. You know what I'm saying? So I really like to bring this with me when I do the menu plan, and I make the menu for just the stuff I need for the week. I have a separate menu, a separate grocery list that I use of like the stuff I'm running out, but I like this one that goes with the menu anyways. And then I just cut off that part when I get home and put this up. You can find this on my website for free, download it, this template at clutterbug.me if you want to check it out. So then I was all like, yay, I'm gonna meal plan, let's get pumped. So I was going through my cupboards to see what I already had. And I decided to go through my freezer. Holy doodle, my freezer was gross and full and gross. I actually threw an entire garbage bag full of freezer burnt food. So what I decided to do was put it back, so because I'm always like shoving things in and no rhyme or reason, so I decided to label the shelves so I know, like, this one only has chicken and fish. Like, we eat a lot of chicken fingers, the kids like it for lunch, and fish for lunch. So it's nice that I know where that is. And you see, I've been buying duplicates because stuff was shoved everywhere. Look at burgers. We do have burgers probably once a week, but why do we have 4 boxes? Because I didn't know what we had. So I decided just to label them with my label maker. Label the shelves. That way I keep the things on the shelves. Now for meat, most of our meat is down in the freezer, and then when we're having for the week I just bring up and put on this shelf. So I know that's the stuff I have to defrost and use for the week. So our downstairs freezer is chock full. That's a whole other thing. But I love labeling the shelves. I never thought of that. Genius! Which brings me back to my giveaway. My God, I use my labeler a lot. And I got a new one sent to me from Dymo. This is my original I've had for literally 10 years, probably over 10 years. And here's why I like the Dymo, I don't know what it's called, Dymo. Here's why I like them. 10 years, still using the same ink, not the same ink cartridge, but you know what I mean? Like that to buy a new one fits into my 10-year-old one. So even though they come up with brand new, beautiful, technologically advanced things, you still buy the same cartridges, which is nice. So you don't have to keep like buying a new machine every time they come up with a new one, because you know how some they'll be like, these will be extinct, right? Like, oh, that's the old model. You'll have to upgrade to the new model. No, not with this company. You buy one and you just use it for 10 years. And you don't have to worry about the cartridges that go in it ever not being made anymore because they continue to use the same cartridge. I really appreciate that because I don't want to, I mean, they're like, what, $30, $40? I don't want to have to go and buy another $30, $40 one when mine is fine another 20 years from now. Why? But they sent me this one. I gotta say it's awesome. The biggest difference between these two for me is that you can have them turn, like these ones print, I'll just print it for you. I'll print the last one. My old one just prints sideways like this. That's how fast it prints. And the ink doesn't rub it, like lasers it on or something. And you can buy all different cartridges. You can have black on white, white on black, any color. You can have plastic, you can have paper, you can have, oh my god, the things are endless. And you peel this off and stick it on. And yeah, but anyways, this one you can turn it so it actually prints this way, like up and down. So you can label chords and you can label things that, you know, you would want to label up and down. So this old one didn't do that. That's my favorite. It has like, my husband was like, oh, when he saw this, he was like in love with it because it was all fancy pants and does all these fancy things. I'm not into all the fancy things. I just want to label stuff, but I do appreciate that. So if you don't have a labeler, my god, I use them for everything. Kids going back to school, I label all their stuff. Backpacks, shoes, clothes. I used to write on it with a magic marker, but then I have a younger daughter who I can't reuse because they say Izzy. But you can use these label makers and then you can just peel it off and put another label on it. So for your other kids, it works so much better than a magic marker or sewing in a label or doing that crazy stuff. I just label make everything. Water bottles at camp, pencil cases. My god, I'm a labeling machine. I label a lot of stuff for school, but I also label a lot of stuff around my house, like cords for the computer, all those cords that are behind there, cords for my fish tank. I have like 50 billion different things that plug into the fish tank, and when I want to clean the filter, I would like have to unplug it all to see which one turned off the filter. Not anymore, I just labeled the cords at the bottom. So yeah, it's simple. You label your leftovers. Label, when we made canning jars, like we made jam, we labeled them all with what they were and like the date. It was so much faster. We just like labeled them with our label maker. So if you don't have a label maker, that's the point. Get a label maker. And I really recommend that brand, the Dymo brand, only because, like I said, you're not gonna have to replace it when like a new model comes out. It doesn't matter because they're always gonna have the same paper cartridges forever, like for 50 years. You buy one label maker, you'll have it forever, and it's durable. 10 years, man, I've used that thing, and like ink doesn't run out because it like, I don't really know the technology, but my old one still works fine. But I'm still keeping it because I love my label maker. But I do have a new one. It's open to Canadian contestants only. Sorry about that, but comment below. Joe's gonna pick one of you and we'll send you a brand new label maker. So excited about giveaways. And try menu planning. Maybe you already do, but if you don't, you might like this way where you put what you're having and then on the other side your grocery list of what you need for that specific meal. Take it with you and then come home and just cut off the grocery list part. Really works for me. I'm gonna try it. And I can't wait to show you the kitchen when it's all done. Anyways, that's your tip. We'll see you next time.